Well, they've done it again. We've got ourselves something good from Warner Bros. And DC Comics, as I just saw the one film I have been waiting for more than any year this year, The Batman, now playing in theaters. But is this new reboot as good as the critics and audiences say, or is it just a complete bat-tastrophe? Watch the spoiler-free review and find out. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released new superhero flick, The Batman, released by Warner Bros., produced by DC Films along with Six in Idaho and Dylan Clark Productions. It's a reboot of the Batman film franchise, and directed by Matt Reeves, who of course did lots of other things before this. He was recently a director on several movies, and which included the second and third of the Planet of the Apes prequel flicks, as well as Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane. Anyway, and he also recently did direction on several episodes of certain TV shows such as Homicide, Life on the Street, and Felicity. The film stars Robert Pattinson in the title role and as his true identity of Bruce Wayne, along with Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Peter Sarsgaard, Andy Serkis, and Colin Farrell. The film is set after 2 years of fighting crime. It sees Batman uncover corruption in Gotham City while pursuing the Riddler, a serial killer who targets Gotham's elite. Anyway, I'm going to say I'm really impressed with this film. I was really impressed. Now, it may be long, with a runtime of 176 minutes. That's longer than even the Dark Knight Rises, and what have you. I know critics, some critics criticize the length, which that's understanding, but yeah, I still liked it. Anyway, now development of the film began after Ben Affleck was cast as Batman in the DCEU. He signed on to direct, produce, co-write, and star in The Batman, but had reservations about the project and dropped out. So Reeves took over and reworked the story, removing the connections from the DCEU, and sought to explore Batman's detective side more than the previous films, drawing inspiration from 1970s films and comics of Batman, such as Batman Year One, The Long Halloween, and Ego. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to say this was just so incredible, and I really, really enjoyed this. Let's see here. But anyway, from what I've seen of the film, I love the performances we got. Now, of course, I'm not going to give any more of the story away, because I'm only gave you just a little bit of heads up. But that's all I'll tell you. Now, Robert Pattinson plays Bruce Wayne Batman, and I gotta say, he's real good. He kind of comes right up there, and what have you. Anyway, according to Reeves and Pattinson, they described the Batman as an insomniac, who cannot delineate, sorry if I mispronounced that word, between the Batman person and his recluse rock star public identity as Bruce. With Reeves comparing his obsession with being Batman to a drug addiction. Well, that's understanding. Next up, Zoe Kravitz, playing Catwoman, and her alter ego, Selina Kyle. Now, I must say, Well, although she's of a different color, but I didn't care. I mean, it's not the first time. I mean, after all, we saw Eartha Kitt take over Catwoman for the rest of the original Batman TV series run, and that, and of course, I know I don't have to remind you about Halle Berry's solo Catwoman movie, which I have yet to review that. I will review that later on, perhaps. We'll see. But anyway, but that was just a spin-off movie. But anyway, Zoe Kravitz'S performance of Selena Kyle, definitely really good. It's a nightclub waitress, drug dealer, and cat burglar. Yeah, really something. I really did love her performance as well. Paul Dano plays Riddler and his alter ego, which is actually Edward Nashton, not Edward Nygma, which that's understandable. Seriously. And he seeks to unmask the truth about Gotham, taunting Batman and law enforcement with riddles, which are really dark and really good. Now, I think this was pretty good. Now, according to Reeves, he said the Riddler's attack on Gotham gives the character a political agenda as a terrorist-like figure, and likened the character to the Zodiac Killer, whom he felt was the real-life Riddler for his practice of communicating with ciphers and riddles. Yes. And I gotta say, this is probably the darkest Riddler we have ever seen. Although I do know I've seen a darker animated Riddler, if you recall the Batman TV series from 2004. Yeah. Jeffrey Wright plays James Gordon. And I think he's really good and what have you. And, well, what can I say? Yeah. Who, of course, allies Batman along the way. Very good. And we do get to see a lot more of him than what we've seen in previous films, being out even Gary Oldman's portrayal of the character from Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Now, they got the character's last names all right. The character of Carmine Falcone, not Falcone as it was in the Dark Knight trilogy, is played by John Turturro. Yeah, who happens to be, well, nope, no. This is a spoiler-free review. I'm not telling you. He has a connection to one of the characters, but I won't tell you who. Peter Sarsgaard plays Gil Coulson, Gotham's DA, the district attorney to you. He's pretty good. Andy Serkis is in this as Alfred. Of course, Serkis recently played Ulysses Claw in Black Panther and what have you. He's also done several other things as well. Let's see here. And of course, he more recently directed Venom, Let There Be Carnage last year. And I'm going to say he's pretty good too. But the big thing was, you probably wouldn't have even noticed this with him. Playing Oswald Oz Cobblepot, the Penguin, is Colin Farrell. Yes, when you first see him, you wouldn't even notice it was him and what have you. Of course, he runs the Iceberg Lounge, which I recalled seeing that name before since I played the Batman Arkham games on PlayStation 3. Although I don't have PlayStation 4, so I have not played Arkham Knight. Yeah. So he's pretty creepy as well. Almost as creepy as Danny DeVito's portrayal of the character in Batman Returns, which I will re-review this year, since it didn't get that many views. But anyway, and there's a host of others and what have you. I really did enjoy that. You'll get to see several other, how should I say, Easter eggs and what have you, but you're just going to have to see the movie. I'm not telling you who they are or what they do and what have you. Still, other things I gotta agree with the critics are the cinematography and the direction from Matt Reeves, which was very good. The visual style was good. The action sequences were good, and so was the story. which of course was written by Reeves and Peter Craig. The score from Michael Gilchino was really good too. Unfortunately, I forgot the name of a song that I heard, and I knew that it sounded like Nirvana in ways, and it was. Anyway, we'll hope for the best this does so well. So far, it's already made $57 million overall internationally, so it could give Warner Bros. Their first big massive opening since despite releasing their last slew of films in theaters and on HBO Max simultaneously. At least this will give the Batman a good healthy run because it won't come to HBO Max until maybe for another month and a half, so that's good. It's intended to launch a Batman shared universe. They got 2 sequels planned and 2 spin-off television series in development at HBO Max, which will include a Penguin series and the other focusing on the Gotham City Police Department. I don't know where if it'll be like the recent hit Gotham though. But now the next Batman film, they're sharing the ideas for this. Pattinson is. And, well, Pattinson and Reeves expressed interest in introducing Robin in this, plus featuring the villains that could possibly be including the Court of Owls, the Calendar Man, and Mr. Freeze. We'll hope if they get Mr. Freeze in, let's hope they can give that villain justice. I like how Arnold Schwarzenegger portrayed him in Batman and Robin, you know. But anyway, even though despite its runtime of almost 3 hours, again, which makes it the second longest running theatrical superhero flick right behind Avengers Endgame, but it'd be the third long-running film overall if you count Zack Snyder's Justice League. So anyway, the Batman is a blast from start to finish. I like the sayings, I like the characters, the visuals, the direction, music, etc., 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 etc. So I would most definitely recommend this film. So go see The Batman. You won't be disappointed. At least I hope you won't. Which reminds me, I will show this off to you. See, I got this in my theater, this Batman cup. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, it's still got a drink in it, Coke Zero. Yeah. So anyway, again, go see The Batman. You will love it. Anyway, with all that I've said, for my score for this, I'm going to give The Batman 5 stars. And that, of course, means on a scale of 1 to 10, it gets a 10. Enough said. So what are your thoughts on The Batman? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Lethal Weapon, just in time for its 35th anniversary. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out my reviews of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. In the upper left-hand corner is my which are all re-reviews. The upper left-hand corner is the re-review of Batman Begins. The upper right-hand corner is the re-review of The Dark Knight. And the bottom left-hand corner is the re-review of The Dark Knight Rises, which I think could do better than this. It's only got a mere 4 reviews. Well, at least that's one up from the original review. But come on, those other 2 have done so well. I think that can do better too. Not that I'm trying to force you, you nice people and everything, okay? Alright, in the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.